you know, I don't know what's going on with their beef, but I think it's from a song that J. Cole did with Drake.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He said something about the big three.
Big three.
Right.
And I think Drake came in like, who's the GOAT? It was like,
Right,
he said
right.
two though, you know what I'm saying? So I think Kendrick Lamar felt a certain way, like,
Yeah.
nigga, ain't no big three.
Right.
It's big me.
Right. For
I'm the
sure.
only GOAT, you know what I'm saying?
We good? Hey, what's going on, y'all? We back, gentlemen and drinks. We finna go in this time. We done had the fun. Now the gloves coming off. I got my boy Tick with me. Got my boy Dev. And hey, man,
so we in the building.
we in full effect. We
good,
on 10 right now, baby. So let's go and get into it now. I'm a hip hop fan. You know, I've been in the entertainment business 20 plus years. You name it, I claim it. So we can start there, man. I got to get into that J. Cole, and I got to get into that Kendrick Lamar.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Speak
sir.
on it, bro. He brought it to me, so speak on it, man.
Man, you know, I don't know what's going on with their beef, but I think it's from a song that J. Cole did with Drake.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He said something about the big three.
Big three.
Right.
And I think Drake came in like, who's the GOAT? It was like,
Right,
he said
right.
two though, you know what I'm saying? So I think Kendrick Lamar felt a certain way, like,
Yeah.
nigga, ain't no big three.
Right.
Yeah.
It's big me.
Right. For
I'm
sure.
the only GOAT, you know what I'm saying?
And that's just a braggadocious flow. But I can honestly say both of them cats are talented.
Extremely.
Talented, you know what I mean? I done seen both of them in concert. I've listened to their music.
Right.
And you cannot compare the two, man. They both, if you put them together, I'm telling you, this is my opinion.
Hold on, wait a
I
minute.
know what
Who's
you
your
finna say?
out of Kendrick and J. Cole? Who's
Man,
you like
honestly,
the most?
Lyric, it's hard to compare. You know what I'm saying? Lyric wise, J. Cole got it. You know what I'm saying? With that all my life,
Right,
all my life. But then you got Kendrick Lamar. He gonna hit you with the what is it? The first one he did, Mad City. Good Kid in the Mad City.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, but if you look at both of their projects, man, both of them got quality. Now the big difference in J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar is Kendrick Lamar got Dre, but J. Cole got Jay-Z. So you got two giants working with these two talented artists.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? So I believe J. Cole apologized, right?
Right.
He had to give him his props. He had to say, hey, man, you know, he got too much good work for me to, you know, insult him. I'm paraphrasing. He didn't say that, but in
Right,
paraphrasing,
exactly.
he was saying
Right.
that, right?
He said this was bigger, like, you know, he
took the high road.
didn't feel his energy wasn't all there, like, you know, he regret even doing the song, like, you know, because he got more bigger things that.
Yeah, he took the high road, man. It's just like we were talking before off camera. I was saying that you know, J. Cole, his energy and what he puts out is not of that type. He's not beefing. He doesn't promote that. I think he feels I've come too far to let a miscommunication tarnish who I am. You know what I'm saying? But you already know in this game of rap, it's braggadocious, and a lot of people gonna be like, "Oh, he's scared. He don't want that beef. He don't want that smoke." And to personally speak on
They
that,
already saying that right now.
right? Because I don't
just
think
gonna say
that's
that.
the case. You know what I'm saying? They both, to me, are lyrically sound. You know, when it comes to comparing, I look at it like this: one is 100% cherry, one is 100% grape. Now, if you don't like cherry and you like grape, well, then your preference. But that's not the same as if grape was at 70% and cherry was at 100. That's the way I feel about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They both at 100. They just, you know, Kendrick come from that mud. He about that. He don't have a problem with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? J. Cole not trying to put out that type of energy.
Yeah.
That's my take on it. You know what I'm saying?
So out of J. Cole and Kendrick, who you like the most?
Bro, I like them both for two
Right.
different reasons.
Yep,
I eat
yep.
grapes when I want grapes. I eat an orange when I want an orange.
Okay.
Right
You
on,
feel me?
right
So
on,
I can't.
That's That's a good answer, bro.
You feel me?
yeah.
They different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The
I
flavor
feel you.
different.
Yeah.
But I, bro, they both are sound.
Yeah.
100%.
And I really think that everybody was, when they heard that disc, because I've been listening to I got Sirius XM satellite. So
Right.
they was hyping it up. They just knew that it was about to be some beef. So that's when J.
Oh,
Cole
they
came
were
and
ready for
apologized.
it. They were
Everybody
ready
was
for
waiting
it.
for it. Yeah, but I'm telling you, I see a collabo album coming.
You do?
I see it.
That would be that.
I've seen it too many times, y'all. Every time somebody beef like this, they come together and do a project.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Well, LL Cool Mo D, you can't say that.
Right.
NWA, you know what I'm saying? When Q was beefing with them,
Right.
they got back together, man,
Right.
because they took those two crowds and they put them back together. I can go to the South and talk about the Ghetto Boys. Remember when they fell out?
Right.
They had that song Ghetto Boys and Girls. How Willie D said they fell out, but they settled their differences like men.
Like men.
They came back
That's
together.
right.
To me, I think it's a promotional thing. Because
so.
you
Now-
can't lose if you put J. Cole and you put Kendrick Lamar on a project. That means all the J. Cole fans coming here, all the Kendrick Lamar fans coming. And that's one big project.
you're exactly right, but I don't think either of them would participate in an intentional. I don't see them doing that.
I feel
Not
the same.
them.
I don't think they
You
would.
feel me?
No, the
Now-
brass, the brass gonna do that.
Now, okay. Now, I get what you're saying. Now, both of those two artists are very capable of setting aside their differences for the bigger picture. I can see that. Now, I can see the album. You know what I'm saying? I can see them collabing on something, and that would be good music. You know what? But that brings me to something I want to say. Why can't we have the beefing on wax and it don't go past wax? Why can't we do that? Because that would have been some good music.
It used to be
But
fun.
I don't
man. It
need
used to be
nothing
fun.
but
You gotta
the music.
Look at Pop and Biggie. What happened? Both of them,
Yeah.
the beef they had,
Right.
both of them dead.
Right.
But you got to look at Jay-Z and Nas. They beef, but
And then Nas got on Jay-Z's American
he
Gangsta
got
album.
featured.
Right,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right.
You know
And see,
what I'm
but this is what I'm saying. The problem is the culture. The culture needs to change. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, when we were younger, in the OGs.
Right.
Me and you get into it. The OGs like, all right, get your ass in there, get
this
to it.
record.
And when y'all get through, shake hands.
Right,
You feel
right.
me? Because that's what it was about. Because everybody was for the hood staying together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody finna lose their life over no nonsense. And we
Right, right.
all
Just keep it on
of
wax.
the same. This ain't no outsider.
Yeah.
We're from the same clique. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
So that's what I mean when I say why we can't have that.
Bro,
Because music is braggadocious.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I think I'm the greatest MC to ever live. And anybody want to test that, I'm open to show you.
And
That's not a problem.
that's
what
been-
it should
that's
be.
been the
But it don't have to
personality,
go past the wax.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know what, bro? As a sound engineer, I kid you not, I remember those days. I remember both genres.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I remember when artists used to battle and then
Right.
they talk about each other
Right,
and
right.
people laugh at you on albums. But now, if you go to the
different.
studio and you beefing with some nigga on this side of town and you go live, they bringing the whole clique. Them niggas
Right.
coming with banana clips. They coming with AKs. You're like, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Right.
And
They shooting up video sets and everything
Yeah, you
right
a
now.
casualty of war just because
Yeah.
you associated with them. I'm like,
Right.
it's to me, I think they're getting away from the art form. That's
It is.
that's when they say keeping it real go. When keeping it real goes wrong, that's what I think it is. I mean, I do understand that it's gonna be beef. I understand,
Right, and that's
these
cool.
people ain't gonna like these people, but you
That's
gotta
cool.
remember at the end of the day, to me, it's about business and it's about money. Because I'm gonna tell you, I can
Right.
hate a nigga. I can hate you. I can dislike you. But if I can make money with you, give
That's
me my
right.
check. Give me my $1 million.
Let's
You
come
take
together.
yours.
Let's talk
I'm not
about
finna hang out with you, but give me my money.
That's
You
right.
talented. We can hook up and we can do
That's
this,
right.
man.
2 points on what you said. I want to address because that's been said for so long. When keeping it real goes wrong. Let me give y'all some game. That ain't keeping it real.
No.
That's keeping it stupid. That's what's wrong with our culture.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We think keeping it real is going past the point of where we need to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want to kill somebody because you don't like them. They stepped on your shoes. They took your girl. His car looked better than yours, or he think he the shit.
Jealousy, right?
You know what I'm
Jealousy
saying?
and envy, dog.
That's it's stupidity, and that's something that has to be addressed. Now, back in the day, the thing was what we had was everyone supported the culture. So it's like you couldn't even talk dumb shit. I couldn't talk dumb shit with you because you was gonna look at me like, man, you tripping. That ain't what that is.
Right, yeah.
And then the OG's gonna be like, youngster, what you want? That ain't what that is.
Right.
They're gonna put it in your face. Okay, so, all right, his shit tighter than yours. Well, you need to go back to the drawing board. Don't nobody want to talk about that. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing that's suffering is the culture.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And I honestly think that artists, if you got beef, you might as well, make something, make a profit off of it instead of taking a life. Because when you take a life, you can't apologize and you can't bring that person back. So my ultimate thing is,
Right on.
if you got beef with somebody, it's just like in boxing. Don King did it the most. He did it the best. If you don't hype it up and make it seem like the good guy versus the bad guy,
Right.
you just got two dumb people punching each other in the ring.
Just like with the Mo3 and Yellow Bees
I was just gonna say that,
and stuff like that. It didn't have to go because they used to be all cool. They used to be.
I heard about that. Yeah.
Right.
Like Trap Boy Freddy,
Yeah.
Yellow Beezy, Mo3. They used to be tight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know the backstory behind that, man, but. Mo3 was getting on social media like every other day,
Right.
going hard on him. You know what I'm saying?
No matter how talented he was, he was still.
He was still, and in my mind, I'm thinking like, damn, Mo3, just chill with that shit, bro. This
And you
that
making
shit.
bread?
And you're right. You know
man.
what, Tick? I heard, what was that? I can't remember the lady name. I don't know if she was an agent or something for him, but I think she actually did business with all of them. But she said something that caught my attention. She said, yeah, Mo3, he gonna get up there, he gonna say what he gonna say, and he gonna go hard with it. She said, I talked to him, and he told me, he said, I'm gonna speak on it, but I'm not gonna do it. Now, if it came to it, it ain't that I won't do it, but I'm not speaking on it to tell you what I am going to do. But he, you know what I'm saying? He was just that was his therapy.
But I think sometimes, man, in the public eye,
Right.
I think they feel pressure to be gangster about it. Like ain't nobody gonna back me
Right,
down.
yeah,
You know what
right.
I'm saying? I think in the public, I feel like that he wanted to keep talking about it. You know what I'm saying? To make
Right,
people think,
right?
oh yeah, I don't.
And you know what? But I can take that if you're speaking about it, because let's break it all the way back down. When you're young, one of the first things, especially as black men, that you need to learn is he could say whatever the fuck he want to say. You can't tell if you can't handle what someone has to say about how you make them feel or what you've done, or if they're responding to something that you put out there. Well, first off, you ain't a man. That's the first thing. We need to get back to being grown.
Ooh, that's
You see what I'm saying? We got to be grown.
Yes, sir.
You can say what you want to say. Them saying because I'm going to tell you something, you're not going to put a key in my back. If I move, it's going to be because I chose to move, not because you said something. Or how is that gangster?
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I don't see that as being gangster.
Yeah, man.
So you only moving because, he said something. Okay, so basically what you're saying is because of how he made you feel, how he made you look in front of them, now you have to move. Well, partner, that ain't gangster.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just, you know what I'm saying?
I think what the artists today need to realize and understand is you a business, man. You understand?
Yes.
You're not just a rapper. You're not just a human being. When people start following you, they're going to want to act like you. They're going to want to dress like you. They're going to want to look like you. They're going to want to do everything that you do. They're going to want to wear what you wear. You're a trendsetter at that point. You're a business. So if you carry yourself as an ignorant person, you're not really helping the cause. You adding to the problem instead of finding a solution.
That's right.
When you're a business, I'm not saying you have to be Mr. Goody Two Shoes, but I'm saying watch what you say. But then again, I mean, you can speak your mind, but remember this is entertainment, man. At the end of the day, when you go home or when you out in public, the last thing you want to do is be watching behind your back, because I'm telling you.
That's right.
Yeah, now it's a guy. This is the truth, and I saw this on YouTube. This guy, his name is Channel 5 JB, right?
Yeah.
He hard. I mean, he was on YouTube. He jacking niggas for their chains. He outside, pointing his gun. You know what I'm saying? They killed him. With a gun in his hand, because he went live, and they found him because he went live, and because he had that gun, he was still clutching the gun, laying in somebody's front yard, still moving with the gun in his hand. You know what I'm saying, bruh? That's not
crazy.
Now you becoming a target. You're not even a business anymore. Now you insulting what we do. Now rest in peace to him. This is still somebody's child that passed away. This guy was 16 years old.
That's
man.
right. That's
whole life ahead of him.
You know, 16 years old. First point I want to make something Mike said. Basically, what he's saying is own your influence. When you become something, you're a hot commodity. You're an influence. The younger generation, the younger kids are watching you. They're gonna want to do what you do. I don't want to show you or tell you to do anything that's going to cause an add or to your demise. That's dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, he said this man was 16 years old. This young man. So you know what that tells me? There's a problem with the absence of the OGs. See, the OGs now are just as ignorant as the BGs, as the baby gangsters. That's the problem. There's nobody to teach anybody. What can a child teach a child? Because that's what's going on. That's why they think that that's cool. You know what I'm saying? They think that type of lifestyle is cool. Because there's nobody in their corner to educate them, to groom them, to let them know, look, man, I'm not saying, now, if you a G, say, it is what it is. You about that action. But there's a time and a place. You know what I'm saying? Now, behind my family, I'll go sit down. But it not behind no BS, though. It ain't going to be, you know what I'm saying? Because you stepped on my shoe.
Right.
You stepped on my shoe.
See, that's why a lot of people, man, look at Jay-Z, what he accomplished.
Right.
The first billionaire rapper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of people look up to him. Even the entertainers and rappers, man, they looking at Jay-Z like, damn, if he was able to make $1 billion from this rap shit, shit, I want to call Jay-Z up and be like, hey, man, I want to be up under your wings.
Yeah,
show me the
blueprint.
And that's what Yo Gotti did.
Right.
Yep.
Yo Gotti got up under Jay-Z wing, and Jay-Z telling him, you know, his record label was called Dope. What was the name of it first? Something about the Dope Gang.
Yeah, I forgot.
But Jay-Z said, man, if you want to be really big,
successful
on this scene, you need to change your name.
Change it. Right. It is what it is.
And that's what he did.
Right.
He took Jay-Z advice.
Right.
Yeah.
Now look at him now. You know what I'm saying?
You got to remember your business.
bro.
You got to remember your business. Remember Sexy Red?
Yeah.
She went to the school. She got a lot of fans at the school, but she went up there smelling like weed.
Right.
Yeah.
How you?
Yeah.
Right.
I got to drink to that one, y'all.
What is like high school, right?
Yeah, you can.
And see, and that's what I'm talking about.
Affluences,
No different.
man.
With,
you're a brand at that point. You're a business.
yes,
you're
a brand. And more importantly, where are the grown women? We need y'all to teach these. See, I have no problem with the woman. Let me tell you something. If you fine, mama, you fine. You could put on a sheet. You still gonna be fine. Naked does not equate fine. Mm-hmm. If you sexy, you sexy. Naked does not equate sexy. Sexy is how you move, the way you carry yourself. Let me tell you something what y'all don't know. Men are turned on more when you cover it up. There's something left to their imagination that they want to find out about. And you wonder why you may get a man who look a certain way or who have he has this type of success, but he treats you like a piece of meat.
Message.
It's because of the way you present yourself. I'm gonna give y'all some game. I done told 1 million women this. I'm gonna give you some game. I'm gonna ask you a question first. How many times have you took a paper plate, washed it off, and tried to put it back in the cupboard?
A paper
y'all
plate.
did that? You know why?
Never did that.
Because that's one-use disposal. Now, do you want to be a paper plate or do you want to be fine china? Fine china is at grandma's house put up in a big wooden 200-pound cupboard.
Wow.
That's the value. That's treasure.
Never
what you want
use
to be?
or
What?
just, you know what
It's
I'm saying?
taken care of. But baby, it don't matter if you're a paper plate. If you present yourself as a paper plate, that's how you gonna be treated. You don't understand this? I'm not saying turn off your sexy. I'm saying turn your sexy on. You don't have to be naked. If you got it, you got
But
it.
sometimes that's all they got. Like they feel like that's the only thing they could show
But you know
to
what?
get attention.
Oh, yeah, we finna go in. Y'all know we finna go in.
But you know what? I think it's the easy route. That's what I think. They know it's the easy route. I got this fat ass. I put this fat ass out there. It's gonna pop. But
Right.
yeah, you gotta
then
take
wonder
everything
why,
that comes with
But you wonder
it.
why everybody look at you a certain way when you are really when that's
That's
just a
right.
character. Now you wonder why people don't have that respect for you.
Right, exactly.
I had a woman ask me, I had a woman tell me, she said, well, she was talking about the BBLs, right? You know what I'm saying? She said, well, if y'all
the
didn't
worst
give them so
surgery
much attention, I told them, I said, so basically what you telling me is, it's my fault for giving you attention for a decision you made. I said, is that what you're saying
So
to me?
tell me this: why you think
Kid.
women get?
Hold up,
Go ahead.
I don't want them to miss that. So it's my fault for giving you attention for a choice that you made.
Wow.
You feel me?
Wow,
I said, is that really what you saying to me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That don't make sense. You gotta own. I said, do you know how much y'all tell men? Well, you did it. You made the decision.
Right.
You chose to do it. Well, that don't swing both ways. And we need to get some education. We need some grown women to talk to our younger women, which you're all beautiful. You don't need no BBL. God gave you what you needed. You need to tap into what you got, and you need to sharpen
But
that
tell me
tool.
this, man. I think women that get BBLs, do you think they want to feel better about themselves, or they just want?
Man, that's just nasty, man. They look like an ant. You know what I'm saying?
I know. The thighs, they say that the ass and thighs don't match or
on the
something.
Bugs Life, you got the big old
and that's
butt,
what
you
I
got
was
them
finna-
little ass legs, man. You look like an ant, man.
See, look, that's what I was
Hey,
going to
man.
talk about. You know, you got, first off, let's break this down. Let's break this down. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh-wee.
A curvy woman is beautiful. That you got the curves, that's beautiful.
Yeah, right.
But you ain't got no hips, no thighs, no calves, and you got a 65-inch ass. Do you really think that look good? You feel what I'm saying? You know what? They got this thing
Some of that
called...
shit be looking terrible.
Bruh, man, real talk, man.
It's simple. It's proportion.
Right.
It's proportion. You know what I'm saying? Everything has to match.
And that shit don't turn
You know
me
what I'm
on
saying?
at all.
No,
I
it
look at that shit
don't.
like,
I
ugh.
don't
No,
go to
it
the strip
don't.
club. When I go to the strip club and see that, I'm like, and they try to come and shake their ass in front of me. I'm
Right.
like, nah,
I'm like,
I'm good.
this shit ain't even moving.
Now,
Like, what
see,
the fuck?
I want to lock into something that we spoke on just a second
Oh,
ago.
still fast. Now go ahead.
They misconstrue the
We love
attention.
y'all. We still love y'all.
Oh,
Yeah,
no
but-
doubt, no doubt. But
The natural y'all.
this is free game, baby. We ain't even charging you for it. They misconstrue the attention being equal to desire. That's not what it is. It's a man that will get you, use you, play with you, but he never even considered taking you home, wifing you, you being that. So please, let's put that out there, because a lot of y'all don't realize that. You don't know you don't understand the type of attention that
There's a
you
couple
get.
of niggas that they're gonna wife them. Yeah.
They ain't gonna be happy, but they'll wife them.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, bro. If you, you can find a woman that she can have a BBL that know how to carry herself, that's closer to proportion. He not gonna wife the woman that look like a pencil with a 40-inch ass. No,
Right.
he ain't gonna do it.
Okay.
She not getting no.
There's some
husband.
good BBLs and some bad
Right.
BBLs.
No,
That's
they all
right.
bad to
That's
me. I
right.
ain't seen
Well,
no
see,
good one yet.
well, it's the proportion.
I get it.
Yeah.
If you agree,
Let's
we're
say-
gonna agree. We're going to agree
But look,
to
Mike,
disagree.
It's proportion. Because what you spoke on was this big ass, super big ass. You know
can
what I'm
see
saying?
it, man. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying go get your 65 inches
Yeah,
and
man.
you weigh 80 pounds.
Now, a chick did tell
You
me
know what I'm
that
saying?
a chick told me at the strip club. She said that's what black men like. I'm like, what black men? I'm not
No, see, and that's
like
my.
that.
See,
I like that natural
say,
ass.
That's what I'm talking about. Did y'all hear what he just said? He
Yeah.
said the
She
women
said
at the
that's what
strip
them-
club
that's what
said
men like,
that's what black men like.
yeah.
Now I'm finna say it one more time. You're confusing attention with desire. They came to the strip club. You know what they came to the strip club to see? They came to see some ass shaking. You got 65 inches of ass shaking. They don't care about you. They don't care about your health, none of that. Did any of them sit you down in their lap while you was shaking your ass and tell you, now you know this shit popping, this gonna cause some problems, you know what I'm saying? This ain't really healthy. If ain't none of them did that, they don't care about you. Stop thinking that the attention that you getting, you know what I'm saying, is desire. They're not desiring that. We don't like it. We don't like it. Don't let nobody tell you that. We don't like it. We don't like it. You got all this ass and ain't got no hips. Do you know what that look like?
Stupid.
We can't even see it from the front. That don't look good.
Boy,
I gotta have a drink on that one, y'all.
Boy,
Look.
it's gonna be some women mad at your motherfucking ass.
Say, look, man, I'm just saying, look.
Especially the ones that got the BBL.
Well, look at here, BBL women, be mad at me, but you were beautiful before you got it. Be mad at that.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
With your buck teeth,
You
and your nappy hair,
me. You
and
were
your
beautiful
flat
before
booty
you got
and all
it.
that, you was good.
Now, this is what I want to get. This is what I wanted to get to. If that's what you want, I ain't got no problem with it. It is what it is. Do what makes you happy. But there's a lot of you that are doing it, and you're doing it only for attention.
True.
That's what you're doing it for, and that's who I'm talking to. Don't do that. Enhance who you are.
All right, so we don't get them ladies a break for a minute, man. Let's go back to hip hop, man, because we know that subject quite well.
Right.
And I will say this. I don't believe that music is. First off, hip hop is a universal language.
Yes, it is.
You're going to see it in commercials. You're going to see it in hip hop commercials. You're going to see it in corporate commercials.
Right.
Everybody is infatuated with hip hop.
You're gonna see it worldwide. I mean,
right.
Worldwide, right?
Man, I ain't watched hip hop grow so much, bro. Like when we came out with our album, man, we got fans in Germany, Japan. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's listening to us, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's amazing because we were just two young kids selling CDs out the backpack.
Yeah.
And just to see where it came to, because, you know, back then we ain't had no social media, bro.
social media.
No YouTube, no
None of that.
Instagram,
Yep.
no
None of that.
Facebook. It was just us hustling, selling CDs out the backpack. You know what I'm saying? Being on mixtapes with 8-Ball, MJG,
Yep.
3-6 Mafia.
Right.
And our name just kind of like got popular, being seen in magazines. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, man, just to have fans in Germany and without no YouTube page,
That's crazy.
man, it's amazing, bro. Like
is.
people that
That's a good
from all
feeling, too.
over the world could listen to your music, bro.
Yeah, that's a good feeling, man. That really is a good feeling. And you know, as I say, even with I'm just gonna say, I'm not even gonna say hip hop. I'm gonna say music.
Right.
Music is a soundtrack of life. Everybody got your favorite song.
Right.
It can be a country and western song. It can be R&B.
Right.
But everybody got their favorite song because music gives you that vicarious experience. You understand? Vicarious means if you hear a song, I'm a big Tupac fan. When he did Dear Mama, he spoke about his mama, but how many mamas did he talk about at that point?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Mama making at Thanksgiving time, she making a miracle out of for Thanksgiving.
Right.
You know,
Everybody,
when
we
you
could relate. You know what I'm saying?
you have to be vicarious. Again, that's what I'm saying. Music, you can go to Nirvana. You know what I'm saying? What's that song they got? You and I are entertainment.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, hey y'all, I got a blind moment. Forgive me, but you know, if to me, I'm gonna tell y'all what a hit is to me, and this has been relevant since I've been engineering the music. A hit is either gonna make you laugh, dance, or cry. That's it. When you pay attention to music that really hits, it's gonna make you laugh, dance, or cry. And that's what I'm saying when I start talking about music. I don't have a problem with these artists that's doing their thing out here, but I will tell you, artists, you mug that's doing it. I'm gonna have a cap on y'all right now. You've been doing it wrong for so long, you think what you're doing is right. That's what it is. They go in the recording studio. When they mix it, I'm a sound engineer, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all. They turn the music up all the way to 10 dBs trying to mix a damn song. And the music is so loud like you in the club. Now, you don't mix like that. You turn it down so you can get the schematics. So you can get the harmonies. You can get that all the different temperatures of the sound. And then you turn it up after you get it mixed. I'm giving y'all some game. So when I go to studios, the first thing I do is I check that engineer. I know I'm a good engineer because I'm great at what I do. I can do this at home with my eyes eyes closed, my hands behind my back. But when I check out these artists that I'm listening to now, you know, as I said, the mix is crappy. You know what I'm saying? The message is sublime.
Right.
Not to mention they trying to sound like everybody that's out right now.
Man, what you feel of the state of the music right now? Like,
scaring me.
What's getting put out? Cause, you know, they saying that, you know, a rapper haven't had a number one record like all last year or this year coming up, you know, and we need people like J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, you know, Drake and all that stuff.
And that's why they squashed the beast, because they knew if they did that and they got in and started following what was going on now, it would pretty much saturate the market.
It's going to hinder.
And then that would make everybody else start trying to do the same thing.
And you know what? With the game, one thing about it though is it's hard to well, no, I'm not going to say it's hard. I'm going to take that back. But it's not easy for you to be who you are. So what happens is you have young artists. If you want to make it, you're being told and you're being shown that, well, this is what you do to get there. So that's what they're going to do.
Yeah.
And again, this is when I blame the culture. That's what I'm saying. We all comprise the culture. We have to be responsible for what we are allowing. You see what I'm saying? So we got to put it out there. You got to let artists be who they are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got some people, like for instance, you always had artists who were positive, right? Mm-hmm. You notice how positive artists, they just don't pop.
No.
They don't pop.
Controversy sell, man.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like the BS is what sells. And then, you know, I know you all done heard about it, just like I have. You got a lot of record labels that only push the negative BS. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Now, with this being the case, what you think they're going to do?
Right.
And I said this before. We were talking about content. Somebody was telling me about, you know, music, black music, and it's this and that. And then I said, look, let me tell you something. I said, let's take a preacher, a Muslim, and a pimp. They all do music. I said, what you think the preacher going to talk about? What you think the Muslim going to talk about? Mm-hmm. What you think the pimp going to talk about? I said, and
guess who they want to listen to?
But that ain't the point I was making, but you're right. But what I was saying was, I can listen to all three and I can appreciate if they have skills or not. I don't have to agree with the content. Now, a lot of y'all, if you don't agree with the content, you really want to dismiss the artist. And that's not the case. Regardless if I agree with what you're talking about, if you got skills, you got skills.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think really what the artists are doing now, they rushing their creativity with deadlines.
They are.
You know what I mean? Because if you have a deadline, then you taking away from your creativity because you rushing to finish a project.
They are.
Now, let me tell y'all another problem that I see in the studio. I'm really trying to help y'all out because I'm tired of y'all calling me trying to help me to fix y'all problems. The mistake that you making is if it's a certain way and you want to change it. Now listen to this, engineers, rappers, and everybody. You've listened to it so much you've listened to it repetitive so long in the recording studio till you've gotten used to listening to what you're hearing. So now you're not even trying to be creative because you're gonna settle for what you have. You got to go back to being creative. And I take this from Dr. Dre because he did this. I think that interview with the Defiant Ones with him and Jimmy Iovine.
Yeah.
One thing Dre said is he does not like working on deadlines. So of course everybody been waiting on Detox to come out,
right.
And you know he doesn't have a release date. Dre is gonna release it when he's finished with it. When I'm finished with it and it feels good, it feels good to me, I'm gonna put it out. Artists are not doing that anymore.
No,
because they're ready to get out on the road. You know, they're ready to get out there and they're ready to be on stage. And so it don't matter what your music sounds like.
And you're right. You know, I've heard a lot about Dre, and one thing I've come to learn, that's one of my favorite producers. Always was.
Absolutely.
But he's a perfectionist. And I've heard a lot of big-time artists speak on that, and they were saying, it's going to be finished when it's going to be finished.
Yes.
Now, what I like to point out is about what you were saying. Dre is from the old school. Yep. So he has old school tactics. Mm-hmm. He came up in a time where, you know, we sat around in a circle and we fed off each other while we wrote our verses. Mm-hmm. You know, we got the energy off of each other. They don't do that now.
Right.
And I always said, I was
Right.
like, that's crazy. I don't understand. Why would you know what I'm saying? I want to be
Right.
to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So the whole game has shifted. It has changed.
And you know what? There's not too many rap groups no more. You think
Right.
about it. It's a lot of
You're
solo
right.
artists right now.
You're right.
You feel what I'm saying?
You're right.
So they in the studio with a bunch of writers,
Right.
or they click.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you think about it, in a group, we fed off of each other's energy.
Right. We did.
You know what I'm saying? We hear your verse, so like, oh
Right.
shit, I gotta come hard. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying?
Right.
We
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
We
yeah.
did. You know what I'm saying? It's the culture needs to be addressed, man. You know, it is what it is. And the craft needs to be held at priority. And that's not the case anymore. The craft needs to be held at priority. You know what I'm saying? You got to
Yeah.
get your game together. It got your penmanship, your content, your context, your delivery, you know what I'm saying, your strategy. How when you go in the studio, see, I remember when we used to go in the studio, we knew I'm going to say this, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say this, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to lead this for that. We knew all of that before we got to
we'd
the
be like,
studio.
hey, Dev, I think you should say this instead of that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
we were just like,
I mean, it was...
And I witnessed y'all doing that in the studio. I ain't gonna lie.
Right,
When
right.
I was an engineer, they would come out of the booth. They would talk about what they did, or like what's that guy Crook? May he rest in peace.
Cook,
You
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
Cook. Yeah, y'all would. He come out. He'll say a certain thing. Y'all would give him some advice.
Oh, yeah,
He go
yeah,
back in
yeah.
there and lay the verse, and I'm like, and I was engineering, so I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
One thing about all us, the first thing we're going to say when we come out the booth, we're going to look at everybody, what you think?
right.
That's how
the
we were.
The first thing. That shit sound
Yeah,
good.
but see, these
You know what
artists,
I'm saying?
they not being honest with each other. And I'm gonna tell
No,
y'all
they're
another
not.
thing, artists. Stop giving people what you think they want and give them what you got. You get what I'm saying? Let me say that again so y'all can understand what I just said. Stop saying this is what the people want. That ain't what they want. They want what you have. You understand what I'm saying? So if you trying to be J. Cole, we already got a J. Cole. You trying to be Kendrick Lamar, we got a Kendrick Lamar. You want to sound like the Baby, you want to sound like T-Pain, we already got them.
That's right.
These people are looking for an original artist. Those are the superstars. The rest of
right.
them fall by the wayside. You might make some notoriety, but you're not going to get as far as you
You're not gonna
expect
bubble.
to get. Now, and if you get yourself trapped in that box trying to sound like somebody, it's going to be difficult for you to change your style because
right.
now people know you for that.
So
It's giving y'all game.
So check this. J. Cole mentioned something in his diss against Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
He said you only come out with 4 albums in the last 12 years.
4 albums in 2 years, nigga. I can divide.
So tell me this. Why you feel like K-Dot is not making that music constantly?
That was a slug. He just threw a slug at that.
But really, it's the truth though.
That and it
Well,
is,
but they call him a goat though.
But see,
They call Kendrick Lamar a goat.
he and
The
I
GOAT.
think he is. He's one of our elites.
Yeah.
I give him that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know his personal what he got going on.
Yeah, because I'm
You feel
thinking
what I'm saying?
like, why?
Because it's like he don't have to, or he don't have time to. I don't know. You feel what I'm saying? Because when you get to a certain level, you have a lot of things that you're juggling.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I would expect that he's one of those people.
right.
Well, let me tell you an artist that I really respect, Jeezy. Okay,
Yeah.
Jeezy, when he works on a project, he don't go to the big studio.
Right.
He go back to the hood. He go back into that ghetto mentality atmosphere, and that's where he get his lyrics from. And you can
smart.
really lose yourself if you go to the big studio where they got all of the the bells and the whistles, and your sound is not gonna sound like where you came from. And I can notice that. You can tell when an artist gets signed, they get watered down. When they are independent, man, come on, man. That's some of the best music I've ever heard on an independent artist.
It is always that's always the case, and I've always said, because before they get signed, they're hungry.
Yeah.
Well, after you done had a 3-course
You
meal
doing
3
your
days
best
straight,
shit.
you ain't hungry no more.
Right.
So that's when your talent has to show up.
Right.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because now you got to do something else. Because you can't talk about not having it and not being able to do it. Because that ain't the case no more. So now you got to find another slot to slide in. So that's what happens with that a lot of the time. You know what I'm saying?
Well, as I said, y'all, you got to remember, music and lyrics are considered vicarious enjoyment. You giving somebody an out somebody might be having a bad day. When you come with your lyrics, I see it and I hear it and I actually do it myself. I can be feeling a certain type of way and one of my favorite songs come on. I just start living those lyrics. I start feeling those lyrics. Whether it's me or not, I just like it because I can relate to it. Get back to that. And it's not, I'm not going to talk about how people talk about killing in songs and doing everything else in songs. I'm just saying I like to hear artists that are artists.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a big difference in an artist and a rapper. A rapper is going to rap about what he feels the people want. An artist is going to be creative.
Right. And you know that cat, B. D-Lo. Y'all heard of him?
B. D-Lo?
Get in with me.
Okay, get in with me. Okay.
Yeah, I think the reason why a lot of people like him because he ain't talking about that killing and shit. He talking about getting money and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, So I read the comments and be like, shit, y'all finally got an artist now. They ain't talking about killing. So, I mean, that's why he popular right now.
Right.
Like, he blowing up. You know what I'm saying? He doing a lot of shows. But I listen to his songs. He not talking about killing a nigga, shooting a nigga in the head, or nothing like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He just talking about simple shit.
Right.
And that's why a lot of people like feeling him right now because he not really talking about that. He on that murder shit.
And you know what? And you know what? It's funny because regardless of what the topic or content is, when you're doing something that's different, you gonna win every time.
Every time, man. Yeah.
Exactly.
And I always say this: now, like say somebody who come from that life, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's all they know, right? They really ain't got nothing else to talk about.
Yeah.
My advice to you is find a creative way to speak on what it is you've experienced and what you've been through.
Right on.
That's
Vicarious.
how you do that. You have to watch your delivery. You know what I'm saying? Your delivery, the way you do it, it's a lot of different ways you can do a lot of different things. So you got to mix it up so it don't sound like the same old drag.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Oh,
I think it's important, man, when you're doing music, man, like the craft. What are you talking about?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What is you representing? You know what I mean? I think the most important part of when we was doing music, cause we did it because we love it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We love the art.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We respected it as well.
And we like to create good music.
We did.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then it's no feeling like no other when you get on stage and rap and everybody singing your lyrics, bro.
It's beautiful.
That's the best feeling ever,
Yes,
bro.
it is. Yes,
you know
it
what I'm saying? Because it make you feel like, damn, we put in this work, we put some energy in this craft, and we delivered.
We delivered.
For people to
And they accepted it.
reciting your lyrics back, and you ain't got to say shit, just be on stage.
Right.
And they singing your
feel
lyrics,
good.
bro. Yeah.
It feel good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. Well, look at y'all, man. We come to the end of this session, and I want y'all to know, man, this is the first of many. We gonna always give it to y'all straight with no chaser. We get on this drink, it's gonna be a totally different conversation anyways. But listen, when we come back, I tell you what, why don't you like and subscribe if you like what we saying, and leave us a comment. Tell us if you have anything that you want us to talk about, or if it's something that you have a problem with, or something you want to express yourself about.
Right.
Don't hesitate. You're not going to hurt our feelings. You know what I'm saying? Because we got the microphone.
You're not.
You can text us and you can write and type, but we got the microphones. And we're going to try to get to you guys, and we're going to try to touch on topics that you guys want to hear about. So, I mean, before we leave, y'all want to say anything to the people?
I got one thing I want to say. If there's anything that any of us say that you have an issue with, or you want to explore, you want to talk about, you want to comment on, leave us a message. It's all love. It ain't no disrespect intended.
Right on.
And we'll get back with you, and we could chop it up about that, because that's what it's all about. It's about us learning from you, you learning from us.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole game, because we all in it together.
You got something to say, Tick?
Yeah, man. We doing this podcast because we want to conversate, talk about all the topics that that relate to you guys. So,
men, gentlemen.
Yeah, gentlemen, women too. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We touching bases on everything. We want to talk about everything. But yeah, I want to make sure you guys tune in, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, gentlemenanddrinks.
Mm-hmm.
And, hey, tune in.
Absolutely. So we out of drink, so we out of time. So we're going to holler at y'all later, man. Peace.
Damn, no more drink?
That's it, bro.
Shit.